Hi, this is Rehan here from CloudSponge, and today I'm going to demonstrate how you can integrate the CloudSponge contact picker to display direct access links to email address books for your users on any HTML website. To demonstrate, I'm going to be using JSBin.com, a simple setup to run and test code on the internet. We'll be pasting our scripts into the left-hand window, and the site will instantly read and display the code onto the right preview screen. We'll be switching between the documentation and the JSBin window frequently for this exercise. Before we jump in, let's recap the two methods by which you can install or integrate the CloudSponge contact picker into your website. The first is using a menu link that displays a single Add from Address Book button that pops up to reveal all your enabled address books stacked nicely together. Or two, using deep links that displays direct access to each address book in independent buttons or text. Today, we'll be looking at integrating CloudSponge using deep links. All the information you need can also be found in our documentation or via the basic integration option in your CloudSponge account. But since you're here, let's do this together. The first HTML script goes in between the head tag of your code, so let's copy and paste that in. The second script is to be placed between the body tags, so let's copy and bring that over, find the body tags and paste it right in between. As soon as you do that, the default list of address books pop up on the right side. You can choose to add or subtract any of the displayed address books by simply tweaking the script to match your preferences, like I'm changing the AOL script to display iCloud instead. Just make sure to change the source so it functions properly. Test it to make sure it works. You can add as many address books as you would like. CloudSponge currently supports more than a dozen address book integrations. In fact, if you want them to look like this instead of text hyperlinks, you can find some icon packs right here. It's also worth noting at this point that the contact picker can be customized in its entirety using CSS styling. Alright, so I have my icon files ready to go. So let's go do some customizing. So in your code, right after the address book title, input the image source code, img space source or src, and paste the link to your image file. Close the bracket and there it is. Okay, so now let's do the same thing for Yahoo. That looks good. I think since we have the address book logos, we do not need the additional text calling these out, so let's remove that. Make sure it's the text outside the data source bracket. Now let's do the same thing for the rest of them. And there we go. They're quite large in size at the moment, but we'll fix that. So let's enter code into the image source bracket to change the icon dimensions. Height equals to 64. And yeah, that's done. Let's repeat that for the rest. Alright, they're all looking good stacked together. The Google icon looks slightly smaller, so I'm just going to bump that up a bit. And now I want to bring them all in the same line, which is easily done by simply removing the line break code at the end of each address book script. You can also add more space, different fonts, more text, or absolutely anything your heart desires and your CSS codes can command. I'm just making quick work of my motor skills to give it some more breathing room. Alright, that's all for this video. There are a few more in this series exploring the options and use cases of your CloudSponge contact picker. So be sure to check those out. Reach out to us if you need any help. Thanks and goodbye.